Everybody, Defense here, and welcome back to Minecraft here on the Guardian SMP Season 2 server. I hope you're all doing good today. I am doing pretty good. We've been doing a little bit of work in here, so you may see that things are a little different. One of them being, you probably just saw the time-lapse from down here, where everything is gone. Let's actually dig down real quick. You guys would have just seen that time-lapse, if I edited the video correctly. And that's just another step on this project. We may do more on this today. There's still a lot of stuff I have to get a hold of still for that. So we may just leave it aside for now, because I have a couple other projects that we want to get done today. But I thought I'd just quickly run you through what I did do. A little bit of off-camera stuff. I set up a wax farm, or honeycomb farm, sorry, so that we can get some honeycombs going for future stuff for myself and maybe for any of the other Guardians who need it. So that's going here. I'll probably end up putting in probably 3 over here. I want to get them set up at kind of each of our kind of AFK hangout spots. I want to get like some useful farms set up. So this one will be here. I may end up setting up like a little like moss farm or something like that at some point. I don't know. We've got all of our stuff piled up. We actually got some good amount of diamonds in here, which has been good. And speaking of diamonds, I set the area up and told all of the other Guardians where it was. They're allowed to use it for XP purposes. That is perfectly fine. I did request they leave the bones, obviously, because I am doing a shop. But they were allowed to take all of the arrows that they want. And I already did talk to a couple people about that. Cloudsy did ask about it, and I think Tal asked about it as well. Speaking of Cloudsy, they just logged off. I apologize. I did not answer them back right away. But hey, yeah. So that's where we're at right now. But yeah, so Cloudsy actually left me something. It says, thank you for letting me use the XP farm, Cloudsy. And they left me a lot of good stuff. So the lapis, which is cool. I'm very happy for that. The diamonds, even more happy about that. And then a mending book and 4 blank books. So I want to say thank you, Cloudsy. It's very much appreciated. If you all could, swing on over to Cloudsy's most recent video. I actually think they just put one out as of me recording this video. So make sure you swing on by and drop a thank you to them from me. It is very much appreciated if you could do that. And check out everyone else who is linked down below. We do have all the rest of the Guardians linked down there. So you can swing on by and check them all out. But what we've got going on here, actually I want regular deep slate. Do I have any non-cobbled right now? I do, sweet. This is just the spitter for that. We're going to be spitting this into a water tower that goes up there. I just built this because I've built a lot of this stuff multiple times before. This one, I don't remember who actually made it. The first time I saw it used was by Tango Tech. And this back here, speaking of Tango, is Impulse SV's item sorting system. If you just look up Minecraft sorting system or Impulse SV sorting system, you'll find this. It's tileable. It's fantastic. It's wicked useful. I've built it probably 100 times in all of my Minecraft worlds. So I didn't really run people through it. It's pretty straightforward. This, and then comparator, into redstone, into a repeater, into a redstone torch, into a thingy to stop stuff from flowing down, and done. That's a simple, very, very simple way of saying that's how it's done. But, you know, as I said, check out the video if you want to see that. But what we're going to do is I am actually going to leave this area and head back over to the spawn village, because we have a project that I really want to get started on. It was last minute decision. That's why we're not finishing up over here today. But I have a project that I really, really want to build. So I'll meet you guys back over there with some more stuff and a little bit of a better explanation. You know, I had already gotten used to having the dirt on my blimp, and I kind of liked having the bigger blimp. I think if I build these in the future, I may make them a bit fatter. I don't know, though. But that is beside the point. We are back over at the base, and some things may look different, because I think the last time I was over here, or since the last time I was over here, we did a live stream, neating some stuff up. We did a bunch of other work, but one of the things we did is let's grab this one, is I put underneath almost all of the bushes the root blocks, because I think it looks nicer. We're going to go over here for a quick comparison, because initially what I always used was coarse dirt. That way no grass could grow on it. And like, it looks nice, but you wouldn't look down on it. It looks very brown, not as much green. But when you do it here and you got the roots, it's got a lot more green, probably because there's also grass below it, but I think it adds an extra texture that makes it look more like a bush. which I think winds up doing a pretty good job, you know, and giving it a little bit more realism, you know what I mean? So we are back over here for a reason, though. We're not just back at my base to show off our new bouges. We are here because the project we're working on is actually going to be right under my base. Whenever we finish sleeping, there we go. Haha. And I didn't initially plan on putting it here, but I found a really good cave. And for this project, we are going to need a cave. I'm trying to find a good way to actually have the Guardians come to it. And we may end up sneaking a little, like, dirt path along here. Actually, I think that might work. Because I have a couple of ideas on what I want the place to look like. So, before we get into that, though, we need to talk about what it's going to be. And what it's going to be is an ABBA tournament. So we did one in Season 1, and it went pretty good. We ended up having, you know, a lot of scheduling issues towards the end, which was kind of a bummer. So if you guys do want to check any of that out, I do have a couple of videos, and I'll try to put it in the top corner here. That was me doing that whole, you know, setup of building that cave and everything, and I want to do another one like that. So I talked to a few of the Guardians. There are enough people interested where I don't mind putting in the setup for the second annual Guardians ABBA caving tournament, which I think will be a blast. It'll be a, you know, well, I shouldn't say long run tournament, but it is a straight up winner takes all. You know, the first group goes, the winner of that'll move on, but all of the riches get dumped into a location, and whoever wins the whole tournament gets every item from all of the other matches, which is going to be cool. We're going to hop down here and check out some stuff in a moment. We were very lucky, just like last season, where I found a pretty nice cave to start with. I've already made some tweaks and changes. There's signs in places. You'll be able to see those in a moment. But we're going to go over this right here. Obviously, I tagged it as my ABBA cave. And I have some ideas on what I want to do for, like, design on the inside. And I'll probably decide before the end of the video, obviously, on what we're going to go with. But just so you guys know what my thoughts were, I was thinking a kind of jungle cave, like a water-filled jungle cave. Old ruins, I don't really have a very fleshed out plan for that idea. But then we also have a druid home, which I think could be kind of cool. Make it look like there's a mystical druid that lives down in here. You know, mushrooms, big crystals, stuff like that, animals. A hermit squat, so kind of like a place where like a hermit would live. So like it's not necessarily dirty, but it's not necessarily a house, if that makes sense. You know, there'd be like, you know, a little bit of a kitchen, you know, cook fire in one spot, a bed, you know, stuff like that. And a bandit cave. And probably jungle and bandit cave are the two I'm leaning towards the most, because I can kind of leave them a bit more natural. That's also kind of why I'm feeling the druid cave a bit. Just because I can leave it a little bit more cavey, if that makes sense. So we'll be able to work with that. But yeah, this is the cave. So obviously it came down in there. I filled in a bunch there to kind of make the entrance a little bit smaller. The cave does continue off to the left, but I created a wall. We're going to have an area over here for all the basic winnings, you know, like redstone, gold, iron, coal, stuff like that. That's all going to end up down this wing. Our sign-ups are going to happen right here. I'll probably do something cool with it, you know, kind of make it presentable so you know what's going on. This is your main focus when you walk in. And, you know, that'll all be done later. Then we have over here, which is, we're going to have a sign-up fee this time. We did not last time, but I think having a sign-up fee will be fun. That'll get stored over here, along with our big point items, like, obviously, any diamonds you find down there, enchanted apples, all those kind of things. And then we have a bridge. I just dug this out. We're going to have, like, a little bit of a river that flows down from over there, down underneath. We're going to have a bridge that kind of, like, 2 steps to the side like that. And then we'll have just a big pile of the diamonds in over here, which I think could be really fun. We did something similar last season, and I really like the way it looked, because it's just a big pile of diamond ores, and when you win, you just come in and you either soak touch them or fortune them all, and you get a lot of diamonds. So I think all in all, that'll be nice. Obviously, the cave is very plain and bare at the moment, so we're going to have to work with that. And I think I'm going to do most of that kind of off camera, and kind of bring you back at clips. So, like, I want to work on the front entrance, and then we'll kind of come on in, work on the next section, next section, next section. But I think it'll be good. So I'm going to get the rest of my kit together and kind of design what we want the front entrance to look like, along with decide on which of these I'm going to end up doing. So once I have that information, I'll bring you guys on back, and you'll see a nice change, hopefully here, and it's going to look good. Before we go and check out the entrance part, which I'm not 100% done with, but very, very much almost done with, I thought we'd check the shop, because I was told that people have been buying bone blocks. That's 72 diamonds. I'll take it. We're gonna bring some more up. I don't know. Actually, I don't have any left at my base because I brought them over here to use in the build. So we're gonna have to definitely go and grab some stock from way back over there. I'll do that off camera or in the live stream later today, but we're gonna come and show you guys what this looks like. So I haven't done really much out here. I kind of want to keep it kind of discreet. We may throw in some more bushes, a tree or something like that, maybe a couple of like discreet hidden lanterns. But I think this is gonna work, just kind of like a little rugged path that's gonna kind of cut through things, come on over here and into this, which I'm very happy with. There's a lot of little subtle detail. I gotta do something with here. It's still very flat. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm gonna put something here. But I am very happy with how this looks. Obviously, we haven't done anything really down here. But this, I wish I had remembered to take before and after pictures, because this looks really, really cool, in my opinion. I'm very happy with it. I'm probably going to get rid of the vines. There's honestly too many vines. I've tried curtailing them with some string, but they just kind of keep finding new spaces to grow, and it's kind of getting annoying. But I'll live with it. I'll try and figure something out with it. But yeah, we've got a little bit of something going on here. My favorite part is probably the staircase that comes down into here. I dug out a lot underneath and gave us kind of like a little waterfall coming out of the side here into a stream that connects on over into the area where we're going to put our little bridge. And then it just kind of goes off to a dead end there. Nobody cares about that. But I like it. A lot of subtle detail. This seems really bright. That's my only issue there. But at the same time, all of the other bits, all of the lichen kind of seemed a little too dull. So I'll probably have to play around with a bit more lighting to try and figure things out. Maybe I'll move that farther down here so it doesn't seem as like bright. But I like it. I like it. We're gonna probably put something in here. I put setting area question mark because I was still considering these. But I think jungle cave is probably gonna be the best, or just cave in general, like wet cave. I think it's going to be our best option. I had jungle because we're in a sparse jungle and there's a bunch of vines. But I'm really happy with this. But at the same time, it looks kind of manicured in a way. So I don't know, maybe cave ruins. I don't know. We'll have to figure out what it's going to be once we're done. But I just wanted to kind of show off our little bit of an entrance here to kind of get some feedback on it from you all. Obviously, feel free to drop a comment. I will be reading the comments. I always do. But as I said, a lot more of this build may progress before the end of the episode. But I can always come back and kind of, you know, tweak or change some things, add some things, remove some things. So, you know, let me know what you think. Some more work has been done in the cave, and we will be back down there in a moment to show you guys what has been done. But I gotta go and buy me some of these. So Cudsley and Tal went on out to a building. I'm drawing a blank on what it's called right now. I'll remember it while we're going through this. And freed some Malays. It's pretty cool. I'm very happy. Pillager Outpost. See, there you go. I told you I'd remember it. And they brought them over here. So there's a couple of here, and we can breed them. Or technically duplicate them, because you don't need to breed them. Tokens must be used for lay breeding. No yucky shards. So we have specialty tokens that have been named. 1 diamond for 2 tokens. So that actually won't be too bad. And then we need the book. The music and this. So let's do this. So for those who don't know, these are pretty much little item sorter dudes. And they'll come and grab items and kind of do work for you. So we're going to put it in here. We got some Strad going. You see everybody starts dancing. Boom. And I now have 1. I might have to get some doodads made here. You know what? I will leave it. I'll keep a shard for myself. I don't want to take the last lead. But yeah, and that's how you make them. They do have a cooldown. I think it's like 5 minutes. Here, they can actually have 2 diamonds. But yeah, we now have a little LA buddy. We're going to bring them back to base. I don't have a need for them right now, but I do want to play around with them in the future and do a couple of different things. It's just mainly, like, not dumb stuff, but just kind of random stuff, if that makes sense. So let's actually get this on home. Ooh, it's actually getting dark. Go, go, go. Come on, little buddy. We got to fly. I hope your lead doesn't break, because I just paid diamonds for you. But yeah, these guys are really cool. I really like the idea of them. The work that they do is pretty cool. And yeah, they'll pick up items, transport them around. They will give them to you as well if there's no, like, set spot for them to go, which I like the idea of. So we're going to get them over here. We're going to park them. Oh, no. My lead broke. I don't know when it broke. I got to go back and get him. There he is. Where's, there's the lead. Right at the finish line there, bud. Alright, so you're just going to kind of hang out here for now. We're going to have to think of a name, so let me know what we should name our first allay. I don't know. They look cool, though. I really like the idea of them. I don't know how much use I'll get out of them, but as I said, I have a couple of, like, fun ideas for them. But we're going to get to that later. I just kind of wanted to buy one up right now, and we're going to hop back down into here. A bit more work has been done. Another wing has been done, and I started work on the other wing and kind of started connecting areas. And I'm pretty happy with it so far. I'd say this right side, we're sitting at like 80%. I still want to do something in here and keep it from being just stone. So we'll have to figure that out. But I got the bridge in. We put in a little geode over here, which is really cool. I very much like that. I forgot these provide light, which is very nice. So that's keeping that place spawn proof. And then this section over here, we put another geode in. We did have a wandering trader come by earlier, a couple episodes back, and I bought some of these micro blocks off of them. And I kind of like having them. I really want to get more, so I'm going to have to go out and find some more traders and see what they've got. But yeah, this area in here is really well. I am also very happy with the lighting changes. This lit it up a lot over here because I wanted to put lava in. But before that, all we needed was this, and that. And that was all we needed in here to light this whole area up from pretty much the bridge over. And I am very, very happy with that. So this area here is where the diamonds are going to get stored. So pretty much they're just going to kind of get put on the ground in here as all of the rounds of the tournament continue on. And it'll just it should have a nice little pile. I might have to put some like barrels or chests or something in here just to kind of fill it in. As long as people don't dig the diamonds out of the ceiling, I'm okay with it. I actually very much like this. I don't know, it just seems kind of like a spike, which I really like. It just seems doing it into the regular stone, maybe not as much, but I like it. It works very well connected to the chains as well. So that's there. And then this section over here, no real decoration has been done. I have opened it up though and put in our barrels. So we have one for iron, gold, coal, copper, emeralds, lapis, and redstone. Not necessarily in those orders. I just looked at each chest so that I can remember which one. Emeralds will probably be pretty rare. Coal as well, since most people are going to be diving down, down, down. And the stuff along those lines. But we're just going to kind of have these barrels. We may put another barrel underneath as time goes on. Or I may empty them out and put them in like another section. That's undecided. I don't actually know how full these are all going to get. So we're going to have to think about that. Redstone, maybe. I could see redstone filling up a lot, especially where people are. And yeah, I got to get some decoration done. But I think we need to do decoration. We need to do the sign up area. And we need to do the actual book of rules, which I don't think I'll do in the episode. I think I'll do that outside the episode and, you know, kind of decide on a date for everyone to start signing up at and pretty much so on. So I'm going to get on with that. When I bring you back, we should be finished with all of this. I'm not going to say all of it. We should be finished with a majority of the work in here. So this will be the last kind of look over on the main overarching build of it. I may get a little bit more work done before this video goes out. That'll be able to come in and show you guys that as like our final thing. But I'm actually pretty happy with like 90% of what's going on here. I think it's gonna look good. As I said, this middle crossroad section still needs a lot of detail because we've got like a really good bit of detail coming in down here. And then this section here, not including the floor, so like pretty much this arch here up to the bridge is very lacking. And I don't know if I want to add to it or if I want to kind of just keep it a little bit more cavey. We did add in this here. I'll be putting signs in a book here explaining everything that's going on. We did a similar setup to last time. They'll take a paper out of here, name it, drop it in here, and then that'll get pulled down into a dropper, which after it's, you know, selected, I'll, you know, drop the thing here and then drop a button on it and kind of punch things through. One of these will be for the diamonds, one of them will be for paper. That's all going to work that way, and then as I said, there'll be a book describing everything. This area over here, again, big blank walls on either side right now. I don't know what I'm doing with them, and I like this idea up here. I used a bit of it over here, but I don't want to do it entirely going into here. So I may have to look at it. I might just put smaller stalactites and stalagmites throughout this area and kind of fill it up. Or maybe open up an indented cave in here that's going to have like water in it that runs out into this. Which, honestly, I think that'd work better. And that'll be kind of where this little stream comes from. So we'll probably end up doing that. Just a little cave that's pretty much just a smaller version of this. So actually, looking at that gave me a good idea. This area down in here, though, is kind of wet. It's got the moss growing. It's got some of the different azalea bits. So we've got flowering, actually, and regular azaleas, grass, short grass, moss carpet, stuff like that. And I think it's gonna work with this flowing down through here. I may go get some clay to kind of add to it, maybe some coarse dirt to add something a little less green down in here. That's a little undecided at the moment. But I kind of like it as it is. I may get rid of the tall grasses. I run a short tall grass and a short grass texture. So these are actually shorter than they'll normally be. Obviously, you can really tell with this one with the height difference here. But I still may end up getting rid of the tall grasses and replace them with just a couple of short ones. But we still have full access to everything in here. You just kind of walk around, jump over the little bit of water. And I like it. This one I think is very good. Even with the fact that I left a lot of stone, I think with the detail on the walls and the floor and the hanging bits, it kind of fits. I actually want to change this guy. There we go. That looks better. I think that looks better. Having it not just sitting flat like that. Oh, we will replace this as well. I don't have enough thingies. Alright, we'll have to come back and fix that one later. But, as I said, I'm very happy with it. I just gotta figure out what I want to do with these couple of bits down in here. That's really where we're at. But all in all, it's good. It's very, very cool. It did not end up going with any of the ideas that I had. It's maybe a cave, a jungle cave. It's more of just a cave, which I think I did pretty good at it. I'll take that. Oh, there we go. We're awake. So, if you have any ideas on stuff I could add, feel free to let me know. As I said, we may get a little bit more done before the episode ends today, or I may hop over and work on something else real small, real quick. But I think, for the moment, I'm going to be done with this and step away. So, I'm going to figure out what we're doing, maybe do a little bit of editing, chit-chat with some of the peeps here, and kind of go from there. So, aside from anything you guys put for ideas in the comments and the book of rules, we are pretty much done with this area down here. I am honestly very, very happy with it. I do very much enjoy doing builds like this. I do kind of wish I did them more often, you know, kind of just a split nature, you know, kind of build, which is what I mean by split nature is I have 3 different types of, I don't want to say biomes, but like 3 different build areas in here, which were very fun to make. You know, so we've got kind of a dripstone cave in here with a copper vein, and then kind of copper and iron veins throughout, which I think was a good mix. Leading over to this area, which is the geode and kind of like tree roots coming down from like a bigger tree into the cave. Which, honestly, we could probably put a tree up top. That'd be pretty cool. The only thing I think would have helped out over here would be some of the little like dangly root bits that you can get for the dirt and stuff. So like you'll get the dirt and then the little rooty bits that hang down. I think that would have been cool to have been able to have. I just thought about it while we were walking through here, and I actually don't know the best place to get them right now. So we're sadly not going to have them. As I said, we've got to do the little rules book over here, set up the sign up with signs, names, stuff like that through here. And then, yeah, we've got the little green place over here, kind of wet and green. and I'm honestly very happy with it. It looks really cool. So that is that. There is going to be one more room we're going to build probably down off this side here. I'm going to save it so I know how big I have to make it. It's pretty much going to be based off the number of people who sign up. So we'll be able to participate in that. Depending on the amount of people that participate will depend on how big that room is. That's going to kind of just be the brackets. You know, it'll be like, oh, this person, and then it's going to move down item frames and stuff like that. But yeah, everything else is pretty much cleaned up here. Sneak 100, I don't remember that one. Ah, they're down there. Nice, nice. But yeah, so actually you'll probably see in the top right corner of the screen, we have Hero of the Village. The reason we have that is I was on my way back from getting some iron because I didn't have any iron ore to put into our cave down here. And Lily had a raid spawn at her boat. So we swung on over there, helped out. Lily and Yoda had like the first 3 rounds done by the time we got over there. And, you know, Captain Busted Iron Armor and Smite 4 Sword showed up and helped out a little bit. We did get 2 Totems of Undying. I think they got a bunch of other stuff. They got a couple of heads, items of that variety, which was very good. We were able to help save them. They ran off over to Yoda's place because Yoda has a big village area off somewhere. I don't actually know where. Hello, buddy. We still need a name for him. I have Alan and Hank in my head. I don't know why. Oh, hello. Hello. But yeah, I don't know why. Alan and Hank. So if y'all have any good names for our Olay, let me know. And same thing, if you have anything you can think of that I can add down below here, same thing, let me know. But yeah, aside from that, as always, I want to thank you for stopping in. I hope you did enjoy, and I hope you have a nice night, day, morning, evening, whatever it is, or wherever you are. This is my defense. I hope to see you again soon. Peace!